Okay, sir. Three, two, one. Start.
Good afternoon, and once again, happy Ram Navami to all of you. Because in India, yesterday there was some places, today there was in some places, but we are all gathered here today for the one of the most important topic, that is AI in bank audit. Friends, we have with us our past president, under whom we have done lot of activities last year under AI in ICAI. Now, our Nanda sir is the chairman of this committee. Now, we are taking lot of initiatives to take further the AI activities. Friends, the subject matter, that is AI in bank audit, is of very much important. Why? AI will help you to save time. And in bank audit, you don't have that much of time because time is the one of the constraint. Second, AI will help you for resource management. We all know in bank audit, it's a specialized knowledge subject. Resources are short many time to us. Then AI will help you to enhance the quality of your reporting, and that is one of the most important aspect. Whenever you do bank audit, the quality cannot be compromised. And the last and the foremost thing is the cost also. So you have to manage your bank audit assignment as per the given structure of each and every bank. So all these aspects, cost, resources, quality, and time, will be addressed by use of AI. So, friends, let's begin our session with opening remarks from our beloved past president and now chairman of this committee, Charanjot Singh Nanda sir. Over to you, Nanda sir.
A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The smart, charming, dynamic vice chairman of the committee, C. Umesh Sharma, was actually the chairman. He was the chairman last year also. But this time, the council wanted me to be the chairman, so I am the chairman. But he's de facto chairman, a man who only thinks, walks, eats, dances, cries, AI. The faculties of the day, CA Dhaval Kodikarji, CA Anup Tabeji, and all my participants. My dear friends, time has changed on a larger perspective. I want to very candidly put across that this profession is going at a rocket pace. I remember the days when I used to go internationally in 2004. We were seen as second-run citizens. And by God's grace, when you go today, anyone amongst you and you introduce yourself as an Indian, you'll find people coming to you, seeking your appointment, seeking time, discussing business with you. I welcome Mr. Vishal Gandhi also. So, what is the paradigm shift? People have actually understood our value, our potential, and India has become a very great destination hub for investments. तो अगर शेर की शक्ल में कहा जाए तो कहते हैं देते ना थे जो जवाब देते ना थे जो जवाब उनके सलाम आने लगे वक्त बदला तो मेरे नीम के पेड़ पर आम आने लगे. This is for this great profession, the profession of chartered accountancy, which was set up an act of parliament way back on 1st July 1949, when even the constitution of this great country, India, was not promulgated. The constitution of this country was promulgated on 26 January 1950. What is expected of you as an auditor? 5 important things. First important thing, your perseverance, your deep knowledge, your knowledge to add value to not only your client or stakeholder, but regulator or government. And for that, second two, you need technology. You need technology where the work is monotonous. You need technology where the results have to be 100% arithmetically correct. You need technology where the timeline is well defined. So, my dear professional brothers and sisters, technology will have you move ahead. Third, why AI? As ICAI, we are doing wonders in technology. Leave aside artificial intelligence. We do a lot of work in blockchains, Internet of Things, data analytics, cyber security audits, information security audits. Rather, when I was the president on 7th February, we promulgated 13 information system audits, probably the first time in the world. We were the first to come out with 23 forensic standards. But why AI? Because AI does not need coding. Any person sitting here as a participant today can tomorrow start working on AI, start giving solutions on AI. The fourth important thing, very importantly, we are a class apart. 81% of international technology initiatives emerge from India. And therefore, we as Indians have to take rule, and particularly as chartered accountants. I remember AI committee was formed on 18th February 2024. I joined the vice president as 12th February 2024. The young Umesh Sharma joined as the vice president, vice chairman at that time. Why we thought it has to be there? None of the institute in the world had AI committee. We brought a committee, AI and ICAI, because we were very keen that we do not follow the bandwagon. We start a fresh, a new initiative. That way it was there. People mocked us. CA क्या करेंगे टेक्नोलॉजी में? But today they acknowledge us कि CA ही करेंगे टेक्नोलॉजी में. आज जो भी ऑटोमेशन का काम है हम कर रहे हैं. जितने फैकल्टी आपके सामने तीन नमूदार हैं, ताबे साहब, कोडिगर साहब, गांधी साहब, ये प्योर चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट होंगे, लेकिन इनके रगों में टेक्नोलॉजी एआई है और इनको एआई जाने ज्यादा समय नहीं होगा. इन सबको 1.5 2 साल पहले इन्होंने एआई का नाम सुना होगा. आज ये एस्टेब्लिश मास्टर्स बन गए. Why not the entire profession? The normal professional practice is dying, drying up. So it is time that we jump into a new area and have a fruitful endeavor of practice. And the last thing, you can't sit aside. जरूरी नहीं कि हर सीए एआई करे या एआई जाने, लेकिन एक साल के बाद 2 क्लास होगी सीए की. वन who are chartered accountants, other who are chartered accountants who are AI certified. हम पीछे क्यों रहेंगे? कहते हैं ना, अपने हौसलों को खबर करते रहो, अपने हौसलों को खबर करते रहो. जिंदगी मंजिल नहीं सफर है, चलते रहो. We will embrace newer technologies. We will embrace changing times and this contemporary times, particularly with Bank Audit, because the view of regulator RBI is immense. They expect a lot from us and we have to exceed the expectations. Leave aside NPS, the processes, the systems, documentation, LFRA, everything is very, very important, and technology will help you do the work which you do in so many hours in just minutes or seconds. I will not speak much. I'm seeing my young, dynamic, smart vice chairman smiling, Umesh Sharma. जब मुस्कुराते ऐसे लगते हैं उमेश भाई. Great. I can see 3 of the faculties very charged to come out with their views on this session. I can see the office also fully tuned. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us all work together to make India an economic power and make our institute, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, the best institute of the world. Thank you. Thanks for inviting me here. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Nanda sir. Your words of wisdom and your vision always guides us. And in this year, we will reach new heights. So thank you. And
I'm
we all,
sure, Ramesh bhai, we'll all
yes,
work together to make this
yes,
committee. We'll empower and strengthen this committee. Thank you.
yes,
Thank you
sir.
so much.
Thank you, sir. And we also acknowledge and thanks our faculties, Anup, Dhaval, Vishal. They will take this subject subtopic wise. So happy learning to all of you. Over to you, tech team. Over to you, Rishi.
Thank you so much, sir. Nanda sir, Chairman sir, and Vice Chairman sir for your kind words of wisdom. Now, with your permission, before we start with the session from the faculties, so can we play a video for the upcoming ICI AI Innovation Summit
Yeah. Please play the video, and we will request all the participants to join in large number for the one of the biggest AI Innovation Summit 2026, which is going to be held in the month of June. So book your date, and the registrations are already on the way. And we have got a very fantastic start of registration for this summit. Please play the video.
Thank you, sir. So this was the video for the ICAI AI Innovation Summit, going to be held at Bharat Mandapam, New Delhi, on the 26th and 27th of June 2026. The registrations are now open, and the early bird discounts are going to last till the 31st of March 2026. So I would request everyone to please book their seats and get the chance of a lifetime to attend the summit. Now, coming back to the session for today, the webinar on AI in bank audit, I would now like to invite all the three faculties, CA Anup Tabeji, CA Vishal Gandhi ji, and CA Dhaval Kodikal ji, to start the session. We would start with CA Dhaval Kodikal ji, who will now be the introducing faculty for today. Over to you, Dhaval sir.
Thank you so much, Rishi ji, and thank you so much AI committee as well for having me here today on the one of the hot topic. Always it has been in the last week of March that how do we do bank audits? How do we approach the bank audits? How do we plan the audits? And as our chairman and vice chairman of the committee has rightly said that today it's not only about taking the data from the client or bank for that matter and just applying the audit procedures on that data sets, but in fact we have to go one step beyond just taking the data and actually audit those systems as well, actually audit those processes as well, which are actually getting those data output for us to audit. Because a lot of times I think in the recent time that we have been observing, especially whatever the events that we have been hearing since last couple of months, without naming any particular bank, but I'm sure all of us have been hearing the kind of instances happening each of the banks where a lot of internal processes have went wrong, a lot of system manipulations have happened into the CBS as well, and as a result of that, a lot of the frauds that is keep on happening as well. So as a chartered accountant, I think it becomes a more responsibility for us as well that we need to go beyond just extraction of data from the CBS and actually go into the deep diving into the how that data is getting processed, how that data is getting generated as well, because that is the need of the hour. And obviously, whenever you're talking about auditing any systems, auditing any processes, we as a CAs are at the best position only and only if we embrace the technology, we take the advantage of the current technology which are available. And I think that is where we all have gathered today to discuss about what all the AI applications of in the bank audit that we all can do. So me along with my colleague Anup and Vishal are gonna let you through a couple of use cases in the bank audit specifically where you all can actually implement these use cases to not just better plan your audit, but also better manage your audit and improve the knowledge base of your auditing teams as well. That is going to really go a really long mile in wherever you're integrating AI, wherever you're integrating this automation in the auditing process as well. So I'm just gonna quickly brief you about how this webinar is gonna go. So we all will be showing you a lot of different use cases that you all can also apply in your bank audit processes. In case any of the participants has any questions or anything that they want to suggest or share, they can always put up the messages into the chat bot. One of my colleague members will definitely be taking care of those answers as well. And at the end of the webinar, if time allows, we can have the open question answer session as well, where any of the participant can raise their hand. We can allow you to speak, and that way also we can manage only if time permits. So without a much ado, I'll just quickly touch base upon as the bank audit season starts. It's hardly a couple of days, the bank audit season is going to start. So usually we always start with the planning thing. How do we plan the bank audit? How do we plan the resources with whatever the resources that we have? That has been another challenge for us as well. So I'm going to just take you through that how a better and efficient planning that we all can do. And having said that, I'm sure all of you have been aware about the kind of updates which have been happening, the kind of circulars that the RBI has started sending since last, I think, couple of years. It has been a massive changes that are happening in the lot of circulars, lot of master directions which are coming from RBI as well. So what I'm going to show you today is that what is a better way of planning an audit can be. I'm sure a lot of us will be using a lot of those guidance note of institute, a lot of those checklists that recently our ICAI has also come up with. And usually our traditional way of checklist preparation has always been maybe maintain a kind of an Excel file, and let our audit team go to the audit place with those kind of an Excel files where they can keep on updating the statuses. A lot of time they are updating the statuses manually in their notebook and then coming back and then updating those statuses on an Excel as well. So what we are going to discuss a modern approach on audit planning first, how we can approach the audit in a much better manner, how we can use the ICAI's guidance notes and a lot of checklists as a base for first preparation of our bank specific, our client specific audit checklist. And once we finalize that, how we can go beyond that and actually modernize that entire checklist in a much, much better format, which I'm going to definitely show you. I'm sure you all are going to like it as well. So without a much ado, what I'll do, I'll quickly share my screen and I'll have a quick discussion with all of you about how our audit planning process is gonna start. Let me share my screen. Yeah. So first thing first, I'm sure all of you are able to see my screen now. So first thing first, let's understand important and foremost aspects. So we have a lot of this updated 2026 edition of appendices coming from ICAI as well. I'm sure most of you have gone through these guidance notes for the audit of banks, be it a statutory central audit or be it a bank branch audit as well. So just to give you some context, what I'm planning to do, because as an auditor of the bank, I have the utmost responsibility and consider the latest LFI guidelines of RBI as well. There are a lot of things where I just not need to just perform the procedure, but I need to also inform that my what was my sample size, what are the things I have checked it or not, and I have to maintain a lot of detailed documentation as well. To just to give you some brief on that, the kind of declarations, the kind of notes that as an auditor we all are putting into the audit report. Just to give you some sample, which I'm sure all of you are aware as well, where we all maintain that this audit has been conducted with the guidelines of ICAI as per the standards on audit, as per the various master circulars of RBI as well. So just to take you through from this as a core basic knowledge base and how we can create a really nice and very in-depth checklist based on this core knowledge base is what I'm going to go show you first. And let's say once we have that detailed checklist, how that checklist can be converted into a complete end-to-end audit management tool where my team can quickly manage the entire audit for the particular bank, including all the tasks, including all the observation that they are doing, or including all the responses they are getting from the management of the bank, and how eventually my audit is being moving ahead, because these audits are something which works really on a tight timelines. And I'm sure most of you must be also facing this issue where a lot of time we request the data from the banks, but to get that data in the right format to the right structured format is something which is next to impossible as well. So you're going to understand how we can even try and manage our audit in the best possible manner with the help of couple of AI tools. So the first thing first, what we're going to do, we will be understanding that how I can start extracting this kind of a checklist and how I can use a detailed checklist in for my client specific work using one of the AI tools. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly show you all these prompts as well. Don't worry guys about these details of the use cases and all the prompts and all the details that we are using here. You all should be able to get this as well post webinar as well. So don't worry about this prompts and all the other stuff that we are using. Right now, your entire focus should be on understanding this use case, how this use case will be implemented by you all as well while you plan your audits. And that's it, what we are gonna do. So the first thing first, this is a basic prompt that I have written just for the sake of extracting and creating a detailed audit plan. I have obviously included a lot of important 8 to 9 important areas which I want my audit plan to have. For example, just to run you through quickly on the important aspects of first thing is audit objective, understanding the branch environment, regulatory framework, the risk assessment, materiality threshold, audit approach and strategy. So these are the couple of important aspects where I want my team to have a detailed deliberation on while they are on site, while they are doing these audits. And at the end of it, whatever the detailed audit procedure that they are performing, whatever the control evaluation that they are doing, and how they're documenting the audit as well. Because today, just going and doing an audit is the one thing, and documenting the each and every steps of the audit that you have performed is another important aspect that has appeared as well over the period of time. And how this entire audit planning can be first converted into based on a basic Excel checklist, which I'm sure a lot of you must also be using. And then we're gonna go and take this to one step higher, where this Excel kind of a checklist will be converted into a complete end-to-end audit management tracking tool as well. So that is what we are going to see. So the first thing first, this is a basic prompt, what I have used it here. Just to save a couple of time, what I had already done, I had already given this prompts and I've kept a couple of output of that ready as well. Just to show you quickly, I'm using the tool called as Perplexity AI. I'm sure most of you must be aware about Perplexity as well. The exact feature that I'm using on Perplexity is a computer feature, which is an advanced feature which you all should also be able to see right now on your Perplexity, even in a free version as well. But again, for the using and for the getting the best benefit out of it, I would suggest to go with the paid version as well. So the one I'm using right now is the paid version. So just to give a small idea, I had just given a basic prompt to my Perplexity computer that this is a detailed document based on which I want you all to extract the complete auditing checklist for me. And when you extract that complete auditing checklist, provide the output to me in an Excel file, and it should cover all the important checklists whichever are included already in my IECS guidance note, which are based on how we use all those IRAC suggestions and IRAC checklists for entire performance of an audit. So this is the basic checklist summary that the Perplexity computer has helped me to extract and to show you a much detailed version of an Excel. This is how it looks. Let me quickly, yeah, show you this in much detailed form. So what has happened here? First thing first is a basic index file my Perplexity computer has generated for me. And I'm sure most of you would think that, sir, whenever we are using AI tools, a lot of the AI tools are not really good in terms of handling the large data sets or large Excel files as well. But my friends, I'll tell you honestly, the kind of improvements which are happening right now in AI today, this is an exact output which you can see right now, which is entirely a pretty much formatted section-wise, checklist topic-wise, a detailed audit planning checklist for my bank audits. I'm just going to quickly run you through this. Again, I'm happy to share this entire output with all of you later as well. But just to run you through a couple of things, this is how that checklist has created that. Let's say I'm talking about my treasury investment operations audit. How do I audit the specific area, what detailed descriptions, what detailed audit procedures I need to perform, what are various important circulars I need to verify, circulars I need to follow through to understand and to perform that particular audit process. So this is our basic detailed extract checklist has been done. And just to give one more example, I'm sure a lot of you might have observed this in and that during the audit as well, that a lot of time whenever we go to the bank, whenever we do the audit, the first and foremost issue that we always find is in terms of getting the data from my client, because a lot of time either the data is not allowed to be shared with you outside of the banking ERP environment, or even if you take out some of the data, you will get very limitation in terms of processing that data as well. So that is where it's very important that we plan our audit much in detail, and we have our requirements also clearly mentioned, so that whenever we get the data, at least my audit team is going to perform my entire audit in a much better manner. And a lot of these things you're going to understand in the next couple of use cases, which will be performed by my co-faculties as well. But this is a very quick and detailed checklist which have been extracted by Perplexity. Let me show you a couple of more example here. Yeah. So then I have a lot of other sheets here as well. Sidebar first. Yeah. So then I have the classification checklist. I have the provisioning checklist, which is another the most important part in the banking audit as well. Then you have a Part D reclassification checklist. You have the income recognition checklist, so on and so forth. So this is a quick checklist that gets ready for me for my team member to start an audit with. But let us say tomorrow, this is something that sir, I have been anyways doing since like I think beginning of my bank audits. But now how I can do this entire checklist format in a much modern way with the help of AI tool is what I'm gonna show you. So what I've done here for all of you, the similar checklist, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take up this checklist and gonna convert this into a fully end-to-end audit management tracking tool wherein wherever my team members are going on the site for updating their query sheets, for updating their auditing observation, they have this entire audit tracking tool for them to refer to. They can update their own observations along with tagging to the each of the respective checklist items on the respective classification, respective revenue recognition, respective provisioning questions. And once they update their details, I, as a partner of the audit, I can have these real-time inputs coming to me, because that is the biggest advantage that you're going to get by using the AI tools for the planning purpose, that your team can update those statuses in a real-time basis in your auditing tool. And then you as a partner can have the real-time access to your auditing statuses as well, because having the data in the real time is going to make a lot of difference. Because a lot of time, whatever the issues that we face in the bank audit, that a lot of time whenever you go to the audit on the first time, हमारे ऑडिट मैनेजर बैंक मैनेजर हमको कहते हैं, सर लास्ट ईयर तो 2 दिन या 3 दिन में ये ऑडिट खत्म हो गया था, इस टाइम आप कितना टाइम लोगे? बट इन दैट क्वेश्चन दे नेवर declare these things that आप कब हमको डेटा दोगे. So that is where we should have a really clear real-time audit dashboard management system where the entire details of the audit and the statuses are updated. So without the much delay, I'm going to take you to the a quick auditing dashboard here as well. Let me quickly show you first from the planning stage. And then we'll come to the understanding this detailed audit dashboard. So this is a similar exercise I have done in Claude as well. The only reason I came to the Claude AI is for the purpose of automating this entire Excel-based checklist into a much detailed JavaScript-based dashboard wherein I can have that statuses updated for myself. So this is a basic checklist, as you can see, more or less exactly the similar to how I was showing you Perplexity as well. What I'm gonna do on this checklist, I'm gonna run another prompt which looks like this. Yeah, so this is the prompt where what I'm going to ask here, that I do not just want this Excel checklist now. Now you want to go one step ahead and you want to build a complete audit management system wherein lot of my input processing and output can be automated. And my friends, the kind of output you will see in the next 5 to 10 minutes, you're gonna love this as well, because lot of time we spend too much time first in capturing the observation, processing that observation, and then finalizing and putting those observation in an audit report as well. So the eventually the outcome of this audit management system will be one of my draft LFAR as well. And that is something where you can see the real benefit of automating the first input data processing as well. So this is a quick prompt which I have written for the purpose of converting this entire detailed checklist in an audit management system. Again, as I said, I'm not going to spend too much time in terms of reading up this prompt for all of you. I'm going to share all of these prompts and the other details as well with all of you. But just to give a very quick highlight, what my requirements is something which I have to very clearly inform to my AI tools, because I think a lot of you I've taken multiple sessions across India as well, where a lot of CAs they come and tell me, sir, the way you are using, we have also used the AI tools, but we are not getting the kind of output which you are getting. So trust me, friends, the only difference between how we are using the AI tools versus how you are using is something how you're writing those prompts, how you're communicating your requirements to these AI tools. Because trust me, this AI tools is like a 5-year-old child. It needs to know everything. You cannot take a risk of assuming that sir ये तो बहुत basic है, ये तो उनको पता ही होगा. Please do not take this risk, my friends. Make sure that you're clearly defining all of your requirement to your AI tool. And trust me, if your prompts are clearly mentioned, the chances of AI hallucinating becomes really less. Because a lot of time, that's what I say to my a lot of sessions, that a lot of time your prompts itself are hallucinated rather than the outcome of the AI. Because if your prompts are hallucinated, the outcome that will come out of your AI tools will also be hallucinated. So this is where I have given my clear requirement that I want this kind of an application architecture. These are the core features which I want. These are the task management systems which I want. These are the checklist interfaces I want. The observations and issue tracking should also happen. And at the end of it, I should be able to get some brief LFIR generation, because that is the best outcome which I would want to automate during my auditing process. Then I mentioned some quick tech related things about the UI UX needs to be very clean. What are my output expectation, and the following things where I need a very basic displaying professional content to come out of my application. This is a quick prompt to convert that detailed checklist things that I have prepared to a fully functional audit management system. So this is the second step. Now we are going ahead. Now let us move and understand. So when I give this prompt about converting this into the detailed audit management application. Again, why I have done this right now? Because guys, I'll tell you honestly, it took me somewhere around 45 to 50 minutes to first generate this checklist and then generate this entire full stack application as well. So which is why I've just generated this in advance itself. But again, if you try the same thing, generate the checklist, generate the audit stack application using Claude as well, you should be able to get more or less similar output as well. So this is where, given this prompt, I've tried getting some output. In the first output, I did not find a lot of things useful. I found a lot of bugs as well. So wherein I asked my Claude to also fix up those bugs. It has found out a lot of bugs as well. It had tried to fix up those bugs. Around 11 bugs were identified. It has fixed those bugs into the entire audit management system. And now, after this is completed, then I'm going to show you a quick dashboard, the kind of dashboard it has generated for me. Let me show you this into the much enlarged screen. So this is how it is showing on the right hand side screen, which is a bit a smaller version. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to open this into the much better view so that you all will be able to understand the detailed aspects of this. Yeah. So this is how I have my home page of my bank branch audit portal. So as you can see, I have just given a basic random data. As you all know that we cannot upload any of our clients' data for the data confidentiality. So all the data that you see right now here is not belonging to any of my clients of the banks. It is entirely a random data which I have just used it so that we all can see the output wherein some of the data is also included, because that is the best way to see that output and understand. So as you can see on the home page, I have added a couple of accesses. Let's say in my audit team I have 4-5 members. So based on their capabilities, I have given them the different accesses, different designation, and I'm going to show you rather a more enhanced version where I'm going to be showing you a detailed view of the engagement partner. And that is where I think the most of the details you will understand much in detail. So let us first understand how, as an engagement partner of an audit firm, where I'm auditing the bank branch for particular example, obviously you can create this for the central bank, for the central audits, for the branch audits as well. But here I'm going to be showing you much from the a branch audit and how an engagement partner can have a really good dashboard for his own use. So I'm going to open up my engagement partner view. So when I open up my engagement partner view, this is how a basic quick dashboard looks like for me, wherein if I talk about my initial planning, that detailed checklist, which I have shown you in an Excel file, if that entire checklist has been converted into the task for my various team members, how I will be able to manage this. So this is a quick dashboard I'm going to quickly show you. As you can see, as a partner, this is something which is really important for me to have a track on all of the bank and all of the branch audits that I'm doing. So which is where I have a one quick dashboard where I can see what bank name I have, what branch name I have, what is the overall progress of my tasks, if I have assigned some tasks for my staff members, what are the tasks which are ready for my review as a partner. Let's say if my associates and the senior managers have completed those tasks, now what is something that I need to finally close and review as well? What are the open observations? What are the open observations? What are the important high risk pending issues? So this is a quick dashboard which gives me a holistic bird's eye view, and it also shows me the progress by audit area, because this is one of the important aspect when it comes to talking to the client and the bank managers about how my audit is being progressing, and you can always show them that this is how the progress is happening in each of the audit area as well. And then you have some basic view on the recent observation that has been there. What are the audit area wise progress summary? What are the different type of a task wise audit area wise summary? But before we go to the detailed, so this is the one quick bird's eye view for the partner where I can manage all of those tasks. Now, after this is done, let's understand one more thing. Let's say I want to deep dive into this specific areas. I want to deep dive into specific audit areas. I want to, let's say, check some credit related questions, because I'm sure a lot of you might have observed some issues wherein a lot of time what happens, just to give a small example about the cash credits or outstanding, let's say my overdraft outstanding account. A lot of time I have seen, in fact, one of my partner has informed me that they have seen a lot of these cases where uh, some manipulation into the CBS can also happen, because what happens whenever, let's say, I extract some report out of my CBS, where I want to extract, let's say, the accounts where the outstanding balances are more than the credit limits which were allowed to those customers. So a lot of time what happens is that if my CBS is going to give me the report, in that report they're going to only show me the data as on the 31st of March. But let's say if somebody who can just go to their CBS system and on 31st March, they can just change their CC limit to, let's say, if their CC limit was 50 lakhs and their outstanding as on the date of 31st March was, let's say, 52 or 53 lakh rupees, and somebody just changes that CC limit to, let's say, 55 lakh rupees as on 31st March, that data won't get captured in my entire CBS output report. So that is also something that we need to look out in terms of auditing these systems as well, which is where I've added a couple of points from the IT and system controls as well. And you can always have a look at it. Now, let me quickly show you. Let's say, sir, I want to open up any of the specific area about the credit portfolio and advances. So this is how I can see the entire detailed task which my team members have done it. For example, I want to understand about what are the fresh sanctions has happened in the March 25 or March 26 that was repaid in an existing NPS. I can always see who was working in this case, what the observations were happened. I can always open this task specifically and understand what my team has done in this case. And this is something which is very important in terms of whenever I'm maintaining my audit documentation at a centralized place. So this is where I can see that, okay, this review is pending for me to complete. What is the severity? Who's the assignee who has completed this task? And I can always update my own observations here, upload the relevant documentation, if any hand notes or any handwritten documentation which I have been obtained. So this is where I think a really great efficiency can come out when your staff member can update this task list, update the observation in real time, and which is where, as a partner of the audit firm, I'll be able to see a quick, detailed view of the audit areas as well. Again, there are a lot of other different audit areas. I'm not going to go too much in deep dive into all of the task details, as my main focus is to just let you know about how even you can automate this kind of an audit process for your bank audit. Then I have this all task report as well here, where I can see multiple procedures, audit areas, and a quick holistic view. I can always filter out the data based on the important risk matrices. I can always filter out the data based on the areas, etc. as well. And I can always get into the much detailed about that. For example, on the interest rate, I want to discuss something, whether the interest rate pegging has been clearly done or not, because I'm sure you all might have observed a lot of time wherever there is a different interest rate that is happening over the period of time. Wherever the lot of time in the CBS, if by ticking or not ticking of that pegging interest, that one small function can change the entire computation as well. That is also an important aspect to look at it. So this is where we have included a lot of the different checklists, and those checklists have been converted into tasks for my team, so that the day they start their bank audit, they have this complete detailed checklist to complete, detailed task list to update, and update their entire observations here, which I can also observe and review at my own pace, at my own detailed dashboard. And this is where you can always have a quick references also. So whenever I'm talking about, let's say, any NPA classification, so it also gives me the details about some circular references, that this is coming from so and so circular, and this is what, as an auditor, based on the ICAI guidance, I'm supposed to report. So these are the another important aspect about observation reports as well. And then last but not the least, how this LFAR can be generated. I think this is the one of the nicest thing which I liked about this entire audit management system, that the soon my audit team keeps on updating their task, keeps on updating their details, I get to see a lot of those data consolidated at my LFR generator tab. And when I come to the bottom of this, I'll show you one quick example. Just to give a very basic example on the books of accounts, where it says that whether the branch has maintained the proper books of accounts. So they say yes, no, qualified, pending. And I can just mention quick my observation also. Yes, the books of accounts are maintained in CBS Finacle. All the entries are traceable to the source document, and CBS daily backup has been confirmed from the InfoSec team of the bank as well. So these are the basic questions which we need to answer and update in our LFR as well. And this is how it gets quickly updated here. And let's say now I want to go ahead and try to see a basic draft LFR. So this is how I can have a quick basic draft LFR which I can see. And again, this is a quick format I've shown you all quickly, where even lot of automation that you can do unless and until you use these AI tools, you'll not be able to do this level of automation in a basic Excel file. Obviously, we have been using a lot of those Excel files. Even in my team, I have seen a lot of the Excels that we had prepared in the last couple of 4 5 years. We tried to automate a lot of that data in Excel file, but eventually, when I use any of the AI tool to create this kind of a Java enabled application, this is the level of automation I can do. And eventually my output gets pretty nice as well. And this is how a basic LFR can be exported as well. I can export this LFR, send it to my team as well for the final walkthrough, and I can have the discussion based on that with my branch audit team as well. So this is a quick outcome of the how my AI can not just help me to draft the checklist, but how can my AI to convert that checklist into the task list into the complete end-to-end audit management dashboard as well. So that is about it, guys. And if you have any questions, I'm sure you are all putting these questions into the chat window as well. I was seeing a lot of questions coming in there as well. If time permits, we'll be happy to share this. Uh, we will be sharing this answer to your questions as well right away in the chat box. I see a lot of my faculty, co-faculties have been sharing a lot of this answer to your questions as well. If you have any further questions, do send it into the chat box. If you don't have any questions, then you can always we can always proceed to the next session. In case in future also, if you have any queries in terms of developing this kind of a checklist or a dashboard, you can always reach out to the AI committee. You can always reach out to us as well. We are more than happy to help you all. And after the session, as I said, you all will be getting all of these prompts and all of this. In fact, this tool is also something I'll be trying to share with all of you as well. I think that's about it. I think thank you so much, guys, for having me here. Thank you once again to the AI committee as well for having me here to talk about how we can use AI in Bank Audit. And guys, if you have any questions, hit up those questions in a chat window. If not,
Yes,
then
there are
to
some
hand over the faculty and
questions we already replied.
yes,
There
sir.
are some questions still open. I guess it's more of the questions related to the sharing of the prompts and the sharing of the tool which is demonstrated. So I guess we will figure out how we can share that in the chat window later as a
Sure.
Google Drive link, maybe.
Sure. So don't worry, you all will get these things, guys. And this video will be there on the YouTube as well. So there also will upload a link where you can download all of these prompts, because let all the 3 sessions get completed. So we all will be uploading all the things together as well, so which you can download in a maybe today itself or maximum by tomorrow morning. I'll let AI committee to confirm that. So I think that's it from my side. I think Anup, over to you for your session. Let
Yes.
me stop my screen share.
Vishal sir, there are certain open questions I request you to answer. Vishal sir, Dhaval sir, I'll continue with the session. Let me share the
Yeah,
screen.
I'll take care of those. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
I
you.
hope I'm clearly audible.
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Yes, thank you. Let me share the screen. Yes, perfect. My screen is visible. Vishal sir, can you please confirm?
Yes, we can see your screen, Anup.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. So we already, Dhaval sir has set a very right tone for the session. So I'll directly jump into the use cases. Basically, what I'm going to demonstrate 2 different use cases for this reference. So this we already discussed about. This is the link for 2026 guidance notes on audit of banks, which is given in the ICAI portal. So we'll be sharing this link again. Everybody must be having this particular link with all of you. Just Google it and you'll get this link. So once you open that link, there are multiple sublinks where you can download the data. So what my team has done, it has already downloaded the data. So let me take you to the data what we have downloaded. These are some of the PDF files which is there. Over and above that, there are master circulars and there are master directions and there are notifications, FAQs and general circulars. These are all the documents which is downloaded from this same link. If you see, this is one, this is second, and these are the master circulars. These are the master directions, and these are notifications, FAQs, and general circulars, which is made available on ICAI. This is updated 16 March 2026. So we have downloaded all the files here in this folders. Okay. Now my next concern is that I need to create an index for all these files because the number of the files is very huge. So let me show you how I did that basically. There is this concept of VB in our Excel. So this is a prompt. You can put this prompt to the any of the AI tool. Basically, for all the folders and the subfolders, all the files, all the PDFs, everything, I'm trying to create a index. So it will be easy for me to find that particular file and open. So this is a prompt which I'll anyway share later. So this prompt you have to run in any of the AI tool. So it will give you a VB course to run in a Microsoft Excel. And just close that. This kind of Excel you will get once you insert that prompt here. So now I want to create an index. So it will give a button like this, create index. I'll go there. I'll go to my particular folder. So for example, this is my Bank Audit Seminar folder, which I'll select as OK. Now it has started creating. If you see at the bottom, it has started creating. How many files are there? There are 2,765 files. And it has created an index for all the files. So now I don't have to go to the individual folders or the subfolders. If I need to find anything, I just come here and find that particular file. For example, I want to search something related to the gold. So this is a gold monetization scheme 2000. Let me zoom in. This is a gold monetization scheme 2015 document. Okay. I don't have to worry. I just have to click here on the hyperlink which it has created. It will open that particular file. Let's wait. Let's give him some few seconds. I guess it's due to the huge data size. Since there are some technical issues with the Excel file, let me try it one more time. So basically, it has created the index along with the hyperlinks for all those files. I don't know why it's not working. Let me try with any other file if there's some technical issue with that particular file. Some issue with the microcode. Basically, if you do the multiple iterations, you'll get to the code and it will help you to open that particular file. Let me read. Two 765. I guess we'll skip this part. It will definitely open. I need to revisit the code and see if any errors and bugs are there. Okay. the next important part. So this is how you can create your file index for all the files you have downloaded on your offline machine. So if you see here, there are a lot of master circulars and master directions, and then almost 1273 notification FAQs and general circulars, all individual PDF files. So what we did after that, we combine all these files with the help of Adobe Pro. You can also use any of the PDF tool to combine the files. So this file, which content of FAQ 1 to 500, which is almost of 2400 pages. Another file which is from 501 to 1273, which is almost of 3000 pages. Then there are master circular file combines, which is of 1058 pages. And there are master directions, which is almost of 11,321 pages. These are 4 combined files I have. Then I have individual files here from the guidance notes of ICAI. These are the files I'm talking about. Section A, Section B, list of relevant circulars, notifications, and this is the main guidance notes on audit of a bank. So these are some of the PDFs. Over and above this, our team has recently had a chance to attend a seminar on a bank audit in a Pune branch. So they have shared some PPTs for the recent updates. So those PPTs are also there as a files. Over and above, we were able to find some YouTube videos on a recent bank audit, which we have collated here. All the YouTube videos, there are different topics from the different authors. Some SIRC, some CIRC webinars, some full day webinars, some few hours webinars. So everything is collated as a YouTube videos. What we did, we then went to Notebook LM. Notebook LM is a tool by a Google where you are an option where you will be able to upload all the data what I just showed you. So see here on this FAQ file, and then rest of the PDF files I uploaded here as a source document. Then I also uploaded the videos related to the bank audit as a source document here. Over and above this data, what we have done, we have also find some PDFs related to the Finacle commands and commands for the bank CS and other softwares which is required for the finding out the particular data from the CBS system. Then there is this LFAR format. So that also we uploaded here. So everything is uploaded as a part and parcel of the notebook. So if you see, this is a huge data what we already uploaded in a notebook LM. Notebook LM add sources will give you an option either to upload a file, or you can upload a YouTube videos, or you can directly upload a data from your drive, or you can simply copy paste the text. It is already there as a part. So this is a paid version of a notebook LM, which gives me an option to upload a 300 files. But even if in a free version, there is an option to upload a 50 files. So as I already mentioned, for this mm, guidance notes, this master circular, these are so many files are there. But once you combine that file, it will become a single file like this. So you can mitigate that limitation of 50 files also. So this is a single file of a master circulars. Let me open that file for you. Okay, so this same. Okay, there is some issue with my Adobe. Mhm. Let me open that file in a browser. Just to show. Yes. If you see, this is almost 1058 pages. All these files we uploaded in a notebook LM. Now, the first thing, so this is a kind of a companion for your bank audit. This is for you, your team, and all the members who are working on the purpose of a bank audit. So let's start with some basic questions here. The beauty of this tool is that it will only refer to the documents what I uploaded here. And if you see the number of pages, I have done a math and that is around 22,000 pages. What we have uploaded here, along with the 10 different videos, which is the latest in the nature. So maybe another 40, 50 hours of video content we uploaded here. You ask any question, it will answer you on the basis of the documents, which is already there in the notebook LM. Start with the basic questions like, what is meant by IRAC norms? Now it's saying that scanning the text. So it has already uploaded and created a kind of a customized LLM for you, and it will give you answer from the source documents. So let him try to find the answer for you. I have asked few questions, and I'll show you as a reference. It will also give you a reference document from which document this answer is being given. Okay. So for the person who is doing, for the article who is doing the first time audit, this could be a very basic question to start with. Okay, what exactly IRAC norm stands for, and what is the significance of those, and what is meant by standard, substandard, and doubtful and a loss asset. So it will give a brief answer in that context. There is an option where you can change the way it's answering, whether you want it to be learning guide, whether you want the answer to be longer on a shorter side, and accordingly you can save the settings. Let me show you some of the questions I have asked to this particular thing. So this is a bit difficult question. 1 second. This is the question I asked. What is the post-disbursement processes audit protocols for the housing finance? So these are some of the key points it will give on the basis of documents which is already uploaded. So this will be a kind of a helping guide or a helping smart chatbot, which will always help you to answer all the questions on the basis of the resources what you uploaded, and it will ease the audit activity for you. Let me show you a few more questions I have asked. This is a safe deposit locker question. So basically the question was like this, there is no recovery of rent for the safe deposit locker, then what is the further procedure? So it is first talking about the preventive measures where you have to create a 3 years FD to cover the rent and other charges. Then it is saying about the notice to customer, untraceable customer notice, and it is also giving a detailed process for the break open of that particular locker. So this entire thing is answered from the sources what you have uploaded. And if you see the small circles for this, let me go back here. If you see the small numbers and the circles, so this is referring to the original document. This is a kind of a citation which is available in that answer itself. And if you click on any of the citations, it will open that particular source document. So it is trying to show you out of those 20,000 pages where this particular reference is given. So if you see, we are into that FAQs 1 to 500, which is of 2,500 pages, and it is showing us the asset classification part of it, and it has answer from that particular source. So it's not trying to answer on its own or not going to any of the public data to answer your question. It is already answering from the sources which is available in the notebook. Yeah, this is one thing. Questions you will be able to create. You can change the uploads here as per your requirements. If you have any other data, if you have any your internal documentation, what you used to prepare every time for the bank audits and everything, that also you can be uploaded here along with the documents which is available in the public domain. To reduce the confusion also, you can have a separate notebook for, let's say, all the RBI master circulars directions. You can have a separate notebook for a knowledge base from the ICAI. You can have a separate notebook and you can ask the question separately. Otherwise also, there is an option where you can untick the sources. You want to answer that particular question, let's say, guidance notes on audit for banks. I'll just select this. Now it will only answer a question from this particular source. Let me ask a question. What is the time limit to close the bank branch audit? As everybody is aware, we are only left with 4-5 days. There are very strict timelines. So let's see ICA has any specific answer for this particular question. It is not even having any kind of references there. It will straightforward say that this particular source do not have that answer for your question. So it's very clear. The source does not specify exact universal time limit for the completion of audit. The financial statement banks are generally cite within 45 days of the year end. So we have to understand that way. 45 days is what is given. Long form audit report allows up to a time of June 30. So most probably we'll complete our audit in this next month itself. Now coming to the next part, there are additional options on the basis of the records. You will be able to create this kind of artifacts. So I have created some artifacts. So let's us first start with the infographics because you need to train your team. on the basis of the documents, whatever you uploaded. So let me show you the output file just to save the time. I have already created from the same notebook. So this is a infographics, which is very basic in the nature, which is created from purpose of understanding for the person who is doing first time what exactly stand for standards of standard assets and what are the scenario that asset or that loan can be considered as a doubtful and then D2 doubtful 2 doubtful 3 like that. There is the security clause also, which is also considered as a loss asset. There are this fraud situation. So this is very good from team point of view to understand who is doing for the first time or also repeat staff for the bank branch audits. Second, I also created some more infographics. So this is a car loan. These are the items we were supposed to verify during the verification of the car loan files. Specific documents, blank cost for the insurance, KYC is mandatory for anyway all the loans. Look for the quick mortality of the loans, and then physical and security checks. Hypothecation we need to verify and all those documents. So this is like a summary document which is created from that point of view. Then on that basis also, I also created for the home loan. So you just have to give a command in a infographic section. Let me show you where I have created all this. So this is an infographic. Here you can click here. It will give you an option to select what kind of infographics you want to create with all the setting and everything. And here you have to describe what exactly you want to cover in that particular infographic. So every time I have put a prompt, now let's focus on a gold loan. Now let's focus on a car loan. Now let's focus on a housing loan. So this is for the housing loan verification steps. So we can have a lot of internal documents created for our reference point. So whenever we are going for the audit, we just go through all those documents created and conclude the audit on those basis. Yes. Now, over and above, these are the multiple infographics I have created. It can also create a PowerPoint presentation. So this is a PowerPoint presentation. It has helped me to create on the basis for the IRAC norms and the NPA provisioning. I just gave a prompt. It has went to all the documents. So different security types or different loan types. It has given a different criteria. Here also, it has also created a flowchart. So it can also give this in a PPT format, or it can also give this in a PDF format. This is again for the internal study. Now my PDFs are not opening. This is the same document. It has given in a PDF format. Yes. It can also create a audio podcast and video. I have also created audio postcard. Let me show you a video what I have created. I hope audio is audible. Can somebody please confirm from the tech
No,
team?
sir. No, sir. The audio is not audible.
Audio is not audible. Let me reshare.
Physical files, complex.
Vishal sir,
Yeah, it was now audible.
it is audible. No? So let me
Yeah.
play from the beginning.
Yeah.
This is a small video which will give in a brief how we are going to conduct audit.
Bank branch audits often feel like navigating a storm of physical files, complex software, and rigid regulatory deadlines. Without a clear plan, the sheer volume of data can quickly become unmanageable. To maintain control, we follow this step-by-step sequence, moving from the initial appointment letter to the final digital portal upload. This specific workflow prevents the common failure of end-of-audit panic, keeping the process linear and predictable. Success in a bank audit comes down to organization. By strictly ordering these tasks, you transform regulatory requirements into a manageable, professional routine. Before you arrive at the branch, you must secure 3 mandatory documents: the formal appointment letter, the no objection certificate from the previous auditor, and the bank's latest closing circulars. Spend
So this kind of help videos for the internal team can be created, which will give them a clarity before actually going for the audit. Then there is so this is created, this audio can be created with the help of an audio overview. The PPTs can be created with the help of a side deck. If you click directly, it will create on its own. If you want to customize that particular podcast or a video, you just have to click on a small arrow, which is shown here. So it will open that window and you can have your customized commands here and you will be able to create the videos, audios, and the PPTs. So this is a mind map which has created on the basis of the data available here. So this is a kind of a interactive 360 view of the document. There is option to expand all nodes. You'll be able to see the all nodes. Here, this is talking about the reporting. First, it is talking about the planning and strategy. And in between, it's talking about the core audit segments and the legal and regulatory framework. If you click on expand all, so it will basically expand the things. So the first teamwork distribution is physical files team, CBS data. You can have a separate person sitting on the systems to do the CBS verification. Internal control teams, physical files team, who is actually responsible for checking of physical files, and our team leader supervision. Like that, at the closing part also, it's asking you to refer to the ICAI, Excel-based sampling, and the LAFAR also, significant adverse features, large advances like that. So multiple can be created. Multiple mind maps can be created using the data what we have already uploaded. Yep. One more important function Notebook LMS launched recently, which is of a data tables. You can create a various data tables. So I created, let me show you these two data tables what I have created. The first data table talks about bank branch audit guidance and verification framework. So it has created this entire Excel on not Excel, Google Sheet. Then I have further converted that Google Sheet to a Excel file. It talks about the audit segment, verification criteria, required documentation, practical procedures, regulatory references, and common issues. What is found there, and it has bifurcated into different advances gold load. So it's talking about the LTV ratio, typically 75%. It's talking about the gold purity, loan tenure, also everything. So on the basis of the various criteria, it has created this particular Excel. Let me show you the one more Excel what I have created, which is LTV loan to value ratios Excel. So you'll get an approx idea what kind of percentages to the value of a security can be considered on the basis of documents what we have submitted. Yes. Yeah. So there are these infographics, there are videos, there are also audios I have also created. So let me try to play a small clip for you.
जब हाथ की हड्डी टूटती है ना, तो एक्सरे में एक टेढ़ी मेढ़ी सफेद लाइन एकदम साफ दिख जाती है। डॉक्टर बस उसकी तरफ इशारा करता है और कहता है कि देखिए, ये रही दिक्कत।
हाँ, वो एकदम स्पष्ट होता है।
बिल्कुल, लेकिन आज हम जिन दस्तावेजों के इस विस्तृत विश्लेषण में उतर रहे हैं ना, जिसमें आईसीएआई के 2026 के दिशा निर्देश हैं, आरबीआई के मास्टर सर्कुलर, एलएफएआर यानी लॉन्ग फॉर्म ऑडिट रिपोर्ट के भारी भरकम फॉर्मेट, और यहाँ तक कि फिनिकल और बैंक्स जैसे सिस्टम्स के मैनुअल शामिल हैं, वहां ये एक्सरे मशीन काम करना बंद कर देती है।
सही बात है, वहाँ कुछ भी सीधा सीधा नहीं दिखता।
एकदम। तो एक बैंक ब्रांच ऑडिट के दौरान जो वित्तीय सेहत का निदान करना होता है ना, वो पूरी तरह से एक धुंधला और जटिल काम है।
So you can again customize the podcast as per the requirement of your teams and create, and there is an option to download also. If you click on any of the three dots, it will give an option to download that thing and that can be shared. Yes. So there are certain other options like which may not be directly relevant from the bank audit point of view, but prima facie you can create a lot of internal study material and guidance material for your team before you actually go for the audit. And this tool will always be with you as online. So let me also show that options with you, how you can share. So there is option for a share of this particular notebook. Okay. So I'll be sharing this notebook with all of you in a chat window. So you'll be also able to ask the questions. Vishal sir has sent me a direct message. Let me see. I want to ask a question. I have shared the link for the notebook with all of you. You'll be able to access that link on your machines. Vishal sir, can you please
Sir,
confirm whether that is accessible, the link what I have just
yeah,
shared?
I'll just check. Sir, can you just minimize your bar, like the dash bar, because it is coming in between your
Sorry,
screen.
sorry. 1 second. Yeah. I'm using a single screen. I have shared the link for all of you, and I have the particular question. Any other questions which is coming from the participants to be asked in the notebook? Just let me know in that case. If there are, I'll check the chat window because I'm not checking the chat window.
No. Just can you just see? Can we ask? The participant is asking, can we query on the priority sector advances as per RBI instructions?
Yes, I have just put that query. What are the
Yeah.
priority sector advances as per the RBI instruction? And it has given me agriculture, farm credit, agriculture infrastructure. Yes. See, I'm not the expert again, but need to verify these answers. But there are sources which is saying this is referring to that particular sources.
And one more question is like banks giving agriculture loans.
What is the exact question?
I did not ask, so I did not understand that question, but like it was something related to agriculture loans. So if you can query
Yeah.
on agriculture loans here.
We can see, I'll put it this way, how IRAC norms and NPA is dealt with in a case of agri advances. I will also answer that. Vishal sir, also please confirm the link what I have shared for the notebook is accessible. So other people will be also
Yes,
able
sir.
to
The
access
notebook is
that.
accessible now.
Yeah, and they will be able to ask the questions on their own. So I
Yeah.
request all the participants, if you have any specific questions of your domain, so you can always go to that particular link and ask the questions. It is good. See, we have to understand this thing. It's working little slow because the volume of the data what we have put is very high. 20,000 pages is not a joke. It is going through all the pages and trying to find the answer for you. Yeah, as I understand, as per my very little knowledge on the agri advances, so this is correct. 2 crop seasons and 1 crop season. It do not work like a normal NPA provisioning and IRAC norms. It has also given you the definition for the term loans. No monthly rates, no compounding on current dues. Yeah, it has answered that question. Yeah. I guess I'm specifically reserving some time for the Q&A. So let me open the floor for the Q&A. Whatever I have to cover, let me just go through once.
Sir, can you just again give them how to obtain the relevant documents for bank audits, like the sources? Can you just tell the participants? Yeah.
So this is the ICAI link. Let me put it in a 1 second. Let me use one more screen. It will be convenient. Yeah. Just give me a second. Yeah. So this is the link. I'm putting that link for everyone's reference from where I have collected all the sources, the data, basically. Yeah. We can unmute the participants, Vishal sir, for the questions, if any.
Most of the questions is where can we find the link? So I've already shared it. There are
Yeah, I
no
also shared
separate
the link
questions
for
as
the,
such.
I already shared the link for the ICA. If any
Yeah.
specific questions are there, we can take it at the end of the webinar, I guess. I don't see any hand raises. There are 5. Let me unmute. Let me unmute. There I
Only
can see Mahesh Maheshwari.
Mahesh Maheshwari just ask which AI tool he is asking to be used.
So this is Notebook LM. Let me also share the link for the tool. I have shared the link in a group. Yeah. This is the AI tool where you can see, come here. Let me hide the chat windows. Yeah. So here you can, I'll just show you with the basic, this is the create new option. Once you create your login, you already have your Gmail login. Just come here. So this is a blank window where you can go to simply add sources. There is option to upload a file, or let me go with any of the YouTube video as a reference. Let me show it from the start. So this is a, let me go. This is a SIRC full day video seminar. How beautiful it is, you'll understand. So if you see, this is a full day seminar, okay, 9 days ago. So this is the recent one. So this is relevant from our current audit point of view. So I'll go there, I'll go to the YouTube, I'll paste the link here and I'll just insert. Now it is adding that as a source material to that particular notebook. It will take few seconds. Now it has uploaded the YouTube video. So this is for 6 hours. We already seen total number of 5 years, 38 minutes. Now I can ask a simple question like here. Give me a key points from this video from related to gold loans. I'm not seeing the single minute of video. I just uploaded a video here and I'm asking a question. It has already converted that video into a transcript and we are able to answer on the basis of a transcript. See here. This is coming on the basis of the video. This answer is coming from the basis of the video. It will not answer anything which is not there in the sources. So let me ask a different question which is not related to a bank audit. So this is the way you can reduce the hallucination by restricting the data sources. What is the current status of US and Iran war? I have not uploaded anything related to a US and Iran war. First, it will say that my sources do not have the data. In general knowledge, it will try to go to Google and give some answer. See, it is clearly mentioning the source do not contain any information about the current status of any war between a US and Iran. It's only focusing on the documents and the sources we are uploading. Let me add one more source here, just for your reference. I'll go to ICAI guidance notes and I'll actual upload. This is guided notes on audits 2016 edition. It will take some time. Let's wait for a few seconds. Let him upload the. Anybody want to unmute themselves and ask a question? We are also okay with that.
Sir, can you take one question? Like one of the participants has asked how AI can be useful in verification of financials of the borrowers.
Verification of the finances of the borrowers.
Hmm.
Yeah. See, my concern here is that this is more of a related to the data privacy. So whenever we are going for a bank audit, we have already signed a non-disclosure agreement with them. So we are not supposed to convert any of the physical files what we receive for the purpose of a verification, scan it and convert it to the OCR and upload it to the AI. So I don't think so. It's safe to use in that context, but still I'll answer in that way. Whenever you're uploading any of the data which has some relevance, so some PIs basically, personally identifiable information, then you have to redact that data before you can upload that data to any of the AI tools. Yeah. So this is uploaded. The guidance notes are uploaded. Now I need to understand what is meant by quick mortality. So it is now the document is very, we are only uploading one document, so it will take less time compared to our earlier notebook. Yes, I can see some open questions. Can we get the complete summary of the video? Yes, we can get the summary. I just link is says do not have access to the notebook. Why? Let me check.
Sir, I think there is a issue on the webinar chat. I'm sharing them on the people who are asking me. I'm giving the link directly now. It is working on my side, but somehow many of the participants are not able to access the link.
Not able to access the link. So
Yeah.
shall I share the link one more time? Yeah. So this is talking about the quick mortality. So I understand any loan which is going bad within the 12 months, that is considered as a quick mortality. Yeah. Okay. So any further questions to be answered? Or do we need to unmute anyone for answering the question? So shall we go ahead? Or you can take ahead from here, sir. Let me see the question answer panels.
Sir, Notebook LM, the one you have shared, is only a view only because it's a paid or free version difference. The one you have
Yeah,
shared.
this what I have shared is anyone with the link.
No,
They can
no.
have
The thing is,
access.
like people, when they are trying to download the PDF file, they are not able to download from the Notebook LM.
Okay.
The PDF what you have generated on the right side.
This one.
Yeah, they are asking for the PDF to download. It's only in the viewing only. It is getting opened.
Let me try it one more time, sir. I'll remove the. I'll share it as a full notebook. What I have
Yeah.
shared as a chat window, I guess. Public.
Huh.
I guess it's given the access is full given, sir. I don't think so there are any issues.
Or else maybe they can clone and get it themselves. Like, can you show that
Yes,
part?
yes.
That will be easier for them to understand.
Otherwise, what we will do, whatever the documents I have downloaded, we'll create a Google Drive link and we'll share in the group, sir.
Yeah.
Or as a part of the sharing process. Now, this is anyway all
Yes.
the whatever the documents we have downloaded, it's a public document. Still,
Hmm.
let me share the link one more time in the chat window. I can
Yes.
see some of the hand raised, so can we take the one-to-one questions? I shared the link in case this is wrong. Yeah. Done. Babulal ji, we have allowed you to talk. Can you please talk? Unmute yourself and please talk. I'm looking at the hand raised. Mr. Babulal Patel.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. You're audible, sir. Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. The question is that this whatever database is there,
Hmm.
this earlier the sir showed that it is directly linked. Means that he showed in cloud. Earlier sir just showed that it was in cloud, and this you have shown the database. So is this database will be linked with that cloud, or this will be separate?
No, sir, this is altogether a separate tool. This is more of a study tool where you can have your own sources defined. You can upload the sources and keep asking the question. Our normal traditional way of finding an answer from the data is that we used to do a control F. But
Correct.
doing a control F in almost 3,000 plus files and 20,000 plus pages is not possible. So what we have did, we have consolidated all the data in a single notebook from the team perspective. Now team can go there and ask a specific question during the actual conduct of the audit. That is the thought process. So the cloud and this is totally different, sir. This is a
Okay.
Google product and that
Fine.
is the Anthropic product, sir. Yep.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Uh, Sudeep ji, uh, we have allowed you to talk. Mr. Sudeep Ghosh. I guess he's not there. Okay. Amit Agar, yes. Sudeep ji, you are there? Yeah, Mahesh Maheshwari ji is there. Yes, sir. Please continue. Hello? Mahesh ji, am I audible to you?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yes, sir. You have any questions? You raise the hands. I guess he's not there. Let me mute him. Any other raise hands are there? Santosh ji? Yeah. Santosh Narayanan ji, we have allowed you to talk. He's also not there. Yes. I guess we are done here. I guess.
Hello, hello.
Yes. Yes, sir. Santoshi,
Sir,
yes, you
sir,
are audible.
sir, thank you for the session, sir. I'm just looking for the list of the relevant documents because I think looks like you have already shared, but my chat box is disabled. If you
Sir,
can share the list, yeah.
so I'll suggest you how you normally do ICAI guidance notes 2026. You just have to
Okay.
Google it. So once you Google it, it will give you this link, sir.
Okay.
So there
Okay.
are huge files. There is no point sharing all the files. I told you, there are 3,000 files. So if you go
Okay.
to this particular link, for example, this master circular, you just
Okay.
Google it, ICAI guidance note 2026. You'll come to this particular link. You go to this master circulars, you go to the master directive. There is an option where you can download, if you could see
Okay.
on the screen.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So,
Thank
and
you,
all
sir.
the files, all the master circulars can be downloaded for your reference, sir. Yep.
Yeah. Thank
Even
you.
if I
Thank
try
you.
to upload all the files, it will be a very huge thing. So that's why I'm again sharing this particular link. You just have to go to Google, ICAI Guidance Note 2026. You'll get all the data here, sir. This is a
Okay.
single URL from where I have downloaded all the data, except the YouTube videos. YouTube, so anyway, you can go and search for a latest bank audit videos and just add it there as per your preference and choice, sir.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Okay.
you very much.
Thank you, Santoshi. Yes. Amit ji.
Sir, can we like complete the session and then take the questions
Yes,
at
yes,
the
I
end?
guess that will
Yeah.
be better. Almost like
Yeah.
this is done. So thank you everyone. Let me hand it over to my colleague Vishal sir, and I'll be answering the questions, Vishal sir. Let
Yeah.
me stop the sharing. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you, sir.
Good evening, everyone. So, continuing with the session, now we have just seen how to plan the audit. The second session was how to get the questions from the AI. With the use of AI, answer your queries. Queries can be very simple or can be complex. Definitely, the output is totally dependent on the links you are sharing on the notebook LM. So if the links are 100% okay, your outputs are right, and you'll always get whatever is the right answer from notebook LM. But in case of wrong links, you may land into wrong answers. Secondly, whenever we use AI, we have to assume that AI doesn't give right in the first preference. Keep that thing in mind. It gives right answers. All the answers from the AI have to be verified. If they are not verified, then there might be some errors in between the answers. So you have to keep on verifying the answers at occasionally so that you can keep a track of it where the AI is making a mistake. Now, the next part of the session, and some of the participants have already asked me in the chat box is, in case of banks, there is the banks doesn't share us the data, and how can we make use of AI to get the data and analyze it? So definitely the banks will not share you the data since there is a lots of PII involved. And whenever there is a personal information, sharing becomes risky with the DPDP at the rise. Again, having these kind of documents in position is also a risk with us. So it is better we keep these documents at the bank level. Now, the current position at the bank audit is the bankers give us the printed copies, we read it, we do the analysis, and then we start the sampling. What if we use directly a tool which will do the analysis on the banking servers itself? So, yes, definitely we have created a tool called Statutory Bank Audit tool. I'll just share my screen for that. Just a sec. Share. So is my screen visible to you now?
No, sir. Okay. Now it's visible, sir. It's
Now it's
perfect. Now it's
visible?
visible. Yes, sir. Perfect.
Yeah. So this is a simple HTML file what we have made just from the prompts. And this file is open source, so we are definitely sharing the links on the chat box and in the groups wherever it is required. And this is a small like a HTML file. If I'll just show you the just a sec, I'll show you the HTML code also if required. So I just have to reshare it. I'm just sharing, just a sec. Share. And so if you look, this is a simple HTML file. This is the HTML code SB audit. That is, this is the file you have to double click. So I'll just close everything. I'll close the previous window and double click on SB audit. So this is a 47 KB file. In all, it is a 100 KB entire file. And if I just run on it, it will run on the bank server. We have already tested on most of the banks. It is not getting blocked by the banks. So you can definitely run it from the manager's PC where the internet is accessible. So what you have to do is once you run it, it is asking for the three files. That is the NPA file from the bank, which is the dump they are giving us, the text files. So we just upload the NPA files. This is synthetic data what I've made. Then we require the loan balances file. So I just go here, upload the loan balances. My screen is visible, na, sir? Anup sir, my screen is visible, na?
Yes, it's visible,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes,
Perfect.
sir. Yes, sir. It is
Yeah.
visible.
Then we go on the third file, that is the CCOD balances file. So we just select these three files. These are the regular dump what we get from the banks, and we just click on process. So what it will do is it will start building the analytics on the bank servers itself. If you can send as a zip file via mail to the branch manager or the branch in charge. So from the mail, you can open this file inside his machine, and all these files, I suppose the NPA file, the loan balances as a text file are accessible from those machines. So you can directly process it from there. The best of this tool is this tool has been built with the help of AI, but not a single code of this is using internet. So there is no internet required. It is working offline 100% within the bank premises. So no data exchange is happening from the bank servers to any other server. Everything is offline. You can even unplug the Ethernet cable and use it. So it will take some time because it's a HTML code. It's not the Python code. So it is a bit slower, but it is far more better than doing it manually. So once it starts building the I'm just waiting for it to complete. Right. So once this is completed, we'll start getting all these reports. So if you look on the left side, what we have done is we have made the list of CC/OD accounts, the loan accounts, the NP accounts, advance summary. All these are marked in the file itself. It is nothing like we are doing as of now. Our analysis will start post this. So this is a good tool for starting with the samples, like how which accounts are to be audited, which accounts are to be thoroughly audited, and all that stuff. The risk parameters, we can just measure it from here and get it done so that we can plan our audit more effectively and efficiently. I think just a sec. I'll just run it again. I'll have to again, I suppose I have to share the link. Stop sharing, share. So if you see now, it has processed, and just a sec, I'm just adjusting my screen. So now if you see the report index, these are all the reports what it has created. That these are the CC accounts, how many rows are available, NP, how many rows are available, and all that stuff. Now, if I click on, say, suppose loan accounts, it will show me the list of loans then and there itself. So we don't have to even convert that bank dump files into a CSV file. So these are the reports what we are getting. And now if you want, suppose based on the description, we need to filter out. So we just write here our filter, the filter rule, and it will automatically filter the rows from here. So you'll have like you can do whatever kind of analysis is required. You can do it from this screen itself. No other thing is required. It is giving us the like filtered subtotals is somewhere around 99 crores. Theoretical balance is 770. Write-off amount is 63 lakhs 45,000. So it is giving all the summary from this loan account file. And yes, this tool is slow because it is using HTML 100%. And you all know that HTML is very, very like as far as code is concerned, processing is concerned, it takes a bit of time. So if you've got smart, like older machines, then again HTML.
Sir, Vishal sir, I guess screen is you're on a different screen. We can see your Zoom workspace.
No, okay, I'll again reshare it. Just a sec.
Or share the entire screen.
Yeah,
But
I'll again reshare it. Just a sec. Now it's visible.
yes, sir, it's visible.
Yeah. So whatever filter I need to pull out, we can pull out any filter from this, and the files are rows are available then and there. Suppose if I shift to now, suppose say advance summary, so it is giving me the total advances summary. If you want the current year sanctions product wise, so it is giving me all the product wise sanctions done in the current year. On the right side, if I just click on the, it will open those 3 rows for me. So whenever I have to do the sampling, it becomes very easy for me. And I suppose now I need to check, say, for example, these 4 accounts. So I just click here on view source. The 4 accounts are visible. So I can do sampling very fast. What accounts are to be checked. I just note down the account numbers and get it done. Similarly, it is for cash credits, stratifications. It is showing us loans above 1 crore, less than 1 crore. Then this is based on the irregularity. So this is something irregularity is there. So it is saying the outstanding is more than a drawing power. So in 1,892 cases, it is no. In 1,553 cases, it is yes. If I click on the source, it will immediately show me those 1,553 rows where the outstanding is more than the drawing power. So we can generate the samples very fast from this tool. And since it is offline, we can do it, use it multiple times and without the PI getting shared outside. The best part of this tool is this is a fully open source tool and you can even customize it for your requirements. Now, suppose if I click on the mortality factor NPA within 1 year. So these are all the list available. If I click on this SA4 statements, so these I get the SA4 list is straightway available here. SA1, 3, 2, the 4 or say 11. These are all the list available. What I can do is I can directly export this list to an Excel file or a CSV file for further analysis. So previously what used to happen is any file was there. I'll just share this. Any file was there, we had to first do the, we have to first note down the accounts, put it in Excel and do all the stuff. Now what is happening is the scanning and the converting of data to Excel is done by this utility, and we can start directly doing the further part from the Excel utility. So this is just a sec. I'm just it is saving the Excel file. Meanwhile, I'll just share you the link of the tool, so you can download it freely. It's 100% free tool, and you can use it anyhow. Like and you can even modify it based on your preferences. So this is just a rough thing, and it is already working on the bank's portal. So most of the we have run this utility on 4 or 5 banks, so it is working absolutely fine. I've shared the link. And this to the GitHub also, so you can take the this thing, take the
Yes,
GitHub,
sir.
go to the GitHub and download the tool also, and you can even modify this tool further. So
We
from
have
this tool, you have to just use one file, which is double click on the SBA audit. Just double click on it. It's a plain HTML file, and it will work on any computer. No block, there will be no blocking of this file over the on the computer bank's PC. So this is the tool what we were having. So this is how we have made use of AI and created a totally further use. So now, if there are any questions, we are open to all these questions.
so basically there are a lot of queries related to the sharing of the tools, which we
Yeah,
said
the
we
link is
already
already
shared.
shared, sir.
Yeah.
The link
There
is
are
already shared.
certain questions related to the modification of the tool. So if you could share the prompt also to create this, or they
Sir,
have to
we are
do a
giving the
reverse.
entire HTML file. What you can do is you can upload the HTML file to the GPT and directly ask for modifications, because it's a small HTML file of 47 KB. You have to just upload the chat GPT as the on the document side plus, and give your modification prompt. And the entire code is visible. If you look here, I'll just show you the code. I'm just opening a notepad, right click. So all who have contributed to this file, their names are already there. You can write your own name and again reshare it.
Due to number of participants, I guess everybody is not getting. Let me also.
Yeah, so this
But
is
I
the
can see.
HTML file. If you look here, this is the HTML file, doc type HTML, and this is the entire HTML code. So there is no point in going through the code, because as a CA, we are not coders, just users of technologies. So what I propose is you just upload this file, and whatever modifications you want on this file, you just write those things. So GPT will start from them rather than from creating from the scratch, because all these reports, there were reports to get these reports from the GPT. Because see, we have to put the rules. Suppose of certification, we had to give a rule for balances above 1 crore, less than 1 crore. So in your case, if you want 10 lakhs, so you just tell to GPT, modify it to 10 lakhs or 50 lakhs, then grouping by interest rate. So this was again an interesting thing. So these are the 20 accounts where the balance is 4,56,000, which say 0% interest. So these are the lists. So now what I can do is I can verify this list very easily. These are the accounts with 19% interest rate, 18%. So these are 2 accounts easily. So this is how like all these groups, all these conditions, we have just given a prompt to GPT and made it. So what you can do is you can definitely use this file and modify the versions. And my request is, like, once you modify it, if you can give us the upload this again on the GitHub, it will be easier for everyone to have the updated files, because it will be for the group will be doing entire CA community. So everyone will be benefited by this.
Vishal sir, basically,
Yeah.
people want to understand how they transfer this tool to a banking machine.
Yeah. So
So
what
we
you have
need
to
to
do is,
email them.
so what you have to do is you are getting a zip file from this link. I'll just share you. So this is the
So
link. You are
go,
getting a zip file.
Vishal sir, go little slow. So,
Yeah.
matlab, there are some
Yeah. Yeah.
questions
Yeah.
related to how to use and how to open a link. So I again share the link in a group. So can you please repeat again? Yeah. Thank you, sir. Okay. Yes, sir, Vishal sir, please go ahead.
Manager's email ID and open it there. So there you have to just unzip the file.
Vishal sir, I guess,
Just a sec.
can you,
Just a sec.
yeah, some issues with the network,
I'm
I
just
guess.
hiding my panel. Yeah. Now it is over.
Yeah.
Network is fully
No,
clear.
no, we were not able to listen to you for last like few seconds. So can you please start from the
Okay.
beginning?
Okay. 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 Again. So so you will get once you are on the, so this is the link where it has been hosted. So once you download this link, it is a zip file and you have to unzip the file. Once you unzip file, you will have all these files here, only the HTML application file, that is statutory bank audit. That file, you have to double click on it. It will open in a browser, not in the browser exactly. It's in a new window, but it's a HTML file. So you have to just click on the run and it will open. So this is a kind of browser files, and I'll just zoom in. And now what you have to do is, once the browser it is open, now it is asking for three files. That is the NPA list, which is the text file which is given by the bank to us, the loan files, the loan balance files, again a text file given by the bankers, and the CCOD data given by the bankers in the text format. All these files are available on the bank server. So just download it from the manager's PC, and on his PC access all these three files. Definitely these are accessible to him on his PC inside the branch premises. So we just go there, click on the browse, navigate to the folder where that NPA file is there. Again, the loan balances file, we'll just go navigate on the loan balances file and on the CCOD file. Once this is done, just click on process. So what it is doing basically, when I click on process, what it is doing basically is it is converting these three files into this 21 conditions what we have put up. These are the 21 conditions we are put up. So it will convert it into 21 conditions at one go. So whatever processing is happening, it is at the beginning of the file. So it is not during when you run the report. All the reports are created in the beginning. That is why it is taking some time. And this file we have tested with 1 lakh data, 1 lakh rows. It is working absolutely fine with no errors of HTML, because so you can rely on the totals made by this file up to 1 lakh rows. If it is a bigger data, it is an issue, but I don't think any specific branch will be crossing this 1 lakh row limit. So that is a abundant limit what we'll be having here.
Vishal sir, the data what you're using is the dummy data or the
Yeah, it's
actual
a
data?
synthetic data.
So
What we have done is we have taken the dummy text files from the bank server. Only the headers were there. So we used the headers, we created the files, and then again
people are,
created one.
so many people are also requesting to share the dummy data.
No,
So
sir.
try.
That is something like dummy data we cannot share as of now, but definitely we can use it. You
Okay,
can use
fine,
the file.
fine,
I cannot
fine.
share you the dummy data because it is totally like on this thing. Some of the data is totally fabricated, so very risky for
Okay,
doing
fine,
the analysis.
fine, sir, no issue.
Yeah, yeah. So now this is say all the analytics is done. So now we get, say we click on the CCOD. So we'll get the CCOD limits. All the CCOD accounts are listed over here. So you'll get a rough idea what is the write-off amount in that file, what is the limits. I can do the filter on any row, any column I want. I can just create a filter and it will start working. Suppose I create a filter at say 5%. So what it will do is it will just wait, refilter, just refresh the data with only 5% rows. It will filter all the rows with 5%. So I got all this 5, wherever it is 5 written, sorry. So I have to use 5.00 and then it will work. So this filter is, now I got everything, all the 5% ones. So similarly, I can go to say advance, sorry, the current year sanctions. And these are the loans, different heads where the bank has given. So what I can do is now see, I want to audit these 77 accounts. So which account is to be selected? So from this 77 accounts, it is covering 1.136% of the exposure. So I'll just click on the sources. So I get the list of these 77 accounts here at the bottom. What I can do is I can just select any account, whatever I want, and I can hand it over to my team, which will again do the audit based on these account numbers. So basically, I'm reducing the time for sampling, and we are doing some smart analytics very fast on the day one only of your audit. So it can be like you can do your plan your audit more faster and in a better way. The LFER report right now is not working. We are working on this LFER report. So once this is over, we'll be launching version 3 once this report is working. Right now, this report is not working.
Vishal sir, will you be
Yeah.
able to share the headers of the data files at least?
Yeah, I'll share it to you shortly. What I
Okay,
will do is I
fine.
will just recreate the synthetic data and share you.
Okay, sir, fine.
Yeah,
Whatever the data we are anyway going to share later as the prompts and all
yeah,
everything,
yeah,
na? So
yeah,
can be added to that data. Yeah.
yeah. So we can share it along with the synthetic data. I will share you.
Hmm.
Uh,
But as I
and
did,
this is,
there are certain questions whether we'll be able to run this on our own laptops, but I don't
yes, sir,
think so.
definitely.
But the bank will not share the data with us, na?
No, you don't have to run it on your laptop in the bank. What you have to do
Yes,
is,
sir,
I was
manager.
thinking like they want to run it as a demo purpose.
No, not
So
like
you can
that.
run
And
it.
the real life scenario, so we have to run it on
Yeah.
the bank's
So from
systems.
banks on the bank server, it is working absolutely fine. It's a basic HTML file, so no software will be able to block it very easily. It's a HTML application. So everything works on HTML inside banks. So they are not blocking HTML. So
Perfect.
entire banks work on the web servers now. So they require HTML pages. And this is the same technology we are using. So this file will not get blocked. That is for sure. And plus there are no dependencies. Like if you use Python, you require some extra libraries from Python which you are using. So it becomes very difficult on the bank servers to install those things. Now here there is no library. So you can run it very easily on any of the machines. So as far
Yeah.
as what you have to do is just zip the file, send it to the bank's manager's email ID. If we all know that from the email ID, it gets scrubbed. So if there is any malicious code, it will not be getting downloaded. It will be passing through that test very easily because it's a plain text file. There is no wrong codes written inside. So it's a plain text file. It will go there. Even if the manager insists, you can unplug the
Sir,
Ethernet and directly do it offline.
okay.
So no internet
One.
required basically.
So on which particular banks you already tried? There is some one question
We
related to
have
that.
done on, say, Canara Bank, Bank of Maharashtra, State Bank of India. We have run this application there.
Okay. Canada Bank of Maharashtra,
Yeah, and State Bank of India.
SB also.
Basically, these are all following the bank's portal. If you look in the bank's software, the TCS, one developed by TCS, all these are following the same ones.
Okay.
So we could use the same TXT files everywhere. If there is a difference in TXT file, you can just give to ChatGPT that the headers are changed this way, modify the HTML code, it will modify it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Fine.
Means like this is a like plain HTML application. That's all. And the best part here is what we have tried to do is create your SA1 reports. So SA1, 2, 3, 4, all these reports are getting created, and we can download. So I'll just click on export to Excel file. Again, this will be on the manager's PC. Just a second. I'll just download it. So again, this will be on the manager's PC. and we should be able to get it here. Yeah, it is generating. It is not yet generated.
So there are certain people facing issues regards to the download of GIF file and saving on a machine. So I just request one more time. So can it be
Yeah.
There are a few questions related to that.
Again, okay. So what you have to do is you have to follow the link. The link is already there. Do you want me to share that link again on the chat?
I have already shared.
Yeah. Okay.
But you can
Follow the
share
link.
one.
It will open. It will open this web page. Here you have to download the offline app version 2. This is the version 2 offline app. So it will take you to the Zoho drive, and this email address we are taking so that we can intimate you whenever we are uploaded a next version, that is the version 3. That is why we are just getting this email address, and once it is done through, you have to click on access link. So once the access link is there, you will get a zip file of SBA audit, which is something like this. So it will be a zip file. You have to just unzip it. Once you unzip, you will see all the list of files. Sorry, in my case, it is here. So once you unzip, you will find all this list of files. These are basically the terms of conditions and everything, rest of the files. The important file is this SB audit. Just double click on this SB audit. It will run as an application and it will ask you to run. Once you run it, it will open it here. And you will be here on the data upload and config page. From here, you have to upload the 3 files. I will just upload the synthetic data along with the rest of the things. So like everybody can have rough trials of this. So I think now this much is pretty much clear now on this part, how to run the app. You have to just click on this HTML application. That's all. If you look properly into the screen, into the folder, what you have shared, you have to just click on the HTML application file. That's all. Rest of the thing is all the terms and conditions, code of conduct, everything. Since this has been created under open source with a GNU license and hosted on GitHub, so you are free to use it, and you can even upload the copies of this on GitHub. Okay, so I hope you have understood this app thoroughly, and this was the basically a biggest pain point for all of us while doing the audit. So we tried to resolve it through the AI.
Yes, sir. Perfect.
Yeah.
So can we open the floor for the questions? Most of the
Yes, sir.
questions are answered. There are still some open questions. So meanwhile, you answer to the people. Let me check. Once we shared, I guess those questions will be resolved. The files, actual files, and the actual headers. So those are errors coming because of the different files are being uploaded. So they need to modify the HTML code according to the file they have. Yeah. I guess there are some hand raises. So can we? Amit Agarwal ji, we have admitted you. We allowed you to talk. See, I'll go with the Hitesh. हितेश जी आप बात कर सकते हो आपको अनम्यूट करना पड़ेगा You can see a hand raise. प्रवीण गर्ग जी आपको अनम्यूट किया है
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
In the example you have given, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
You're
sir.
perfectly audible. Yeah.
In the example you have given, like rate of interest 5%. Can we give the range of interest means interest between say 5% to 7%.
Sir, it is already showing you the range. I'm going outside that range now. If I'll just
There you gave the example of 5%.
no,
So
no.
the range it gave it with 5%, 5.1 or 5 point with 5%. I want, can it be between less than 7% or can it be range like more than 12%?
Sir, it is already there. If my screen is visible to you,
No, it is not visible right now.
just a sec.
Yeah, now it is visible.
So if I go by grouping by interest rate,
Yeah.
you get everything here. See, it's in the range.
No, but it.
Now I can
Okay.
click on any of the source. So suppose you wanted say 7 to 8. So
Yeah,
7 to
okay,
8%, there are 1,439 accounts. If I click
okay.
here,
Yeah, sir.
so I'll get everything on the bottom. 1,439 accounts will be listed on the bottom. You can now select from that range also.
Okay.
Okay, so it is all
Thank
the
you.
reports are there. And if any report is not there, you can either let us know or you can go to the GPT and improve it.
Okay.
Both ways it
Right.
is possible.
Right. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. It's nice.
Yeah. Binay ji, this is not here. आदिति जी, आपको अनम्यूट किया, आप बात कर सकते हो। Yes. किशोर जी, किशोर काले, तो मैंने जितने भी हैंडल्स थे सबको अलाउ कर दिया है।
Yeah. So one more thing I have to like let everyone know is like this app is not saving any data because it is in compliance with the DPDP. The moment we start collecting data, we will be breaching the DPDP to some extent. So we are not saving any data on this file. What we are doing is every time you have to run. So once you close the instance, you have to again run the files. That's all. Till the time the instance is open, you are you can use it anytime for as long as what you want. Once the instance is closed or you close that application, rerun it, you have to again upload the files.
Sir,
Hi, sir. This is
instead of running this tool over the manager's system, can't we use it on our own laptop?
Sir, we can use our own laptop, but the data, the text file, the dump files are on the bank PC, and they are not sharing us very freely.
That we can access through the mail.
If it is there on your machine, you can do it. That is you can run anywhere.
That's good.
So as far as the application is concerned, you can run it on your machine or on the bank's PC. That is your lookout. You should have access to the data. That's all.
For that, we can ask the manager to to mail the particular relevant files.
If they are giving it, then you can use it. If they are not giving it, we can do the other way around. Both ways it is possible.
That's more convenient.
Yeah, whatever is convenient between you and the managers.
Some banks don't share the data, sir.
Yeah,
Actually.
so
They are not
whatever
supposed
is
to share the
convenient.
data. Yeah, whatever is convenient. That is the correct
Ultimately,
answer.
they will have to share. They have to get their audit done. You see.
That is a good question, sir. We don't have an answer.
Sir, but then
I appreciate your question, sir. Thank you. Yeah, can we go to the next person? I guess we are running out of time. So
Ashok,
last few
yes, sir.
questions. Yeah. Ashok ji, please continue. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, very good evening, sir. It's a fantastic technology, sir. Thank you so much for this tool, sir. And I have one question, sir. I have gone through your speech. You are saying that it is used for the central bank and Maharashtra, some other banks, and State Bank of India. Is it useful for the Union Bank of India also, sir?
Sir, you can try it. Now, what happens is all the contributors were there now. Whoever could access the banks, we did it on that part. And you can definitely tell us and update, we'll update it very fast. If you want, I will even share you the GitHub link. Just a sec. I'll just share you the GitHub link also. So you can even update on the GitHub. So our entire community will be updating from us from this.
Yes.
So any other question till that time? I am just opening the GitHub.
Yes, I have opened all the hand raises. I have unmuted them to ask the question. Once done, I request to lower the hands.
Sir, does it work on Finacle reports also?
Sir, no, I have not tried as of now, but you can give me the feedback. I have not tried it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But sir, they can always modify the
Yeah,
XML
you can
file on the
modify the
basis of
code.
the.
So that
So
is
that is
not.
not a big deal. Yeah.
See, what we have done is we have given you an idea how you can use tech and benefit from the situations which were not favorable to us. Now,
Right.
previously banks were not giving us this data. So what we did, we created a hack and we are now installing an application which is totally legitimate into their machines and getting us our easing our work.
Okay. Right.
Perfect.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I guess let's conclude, Vishal sir.
Yes, sir, definitely.
Let us call the tech team from the AI and ICAI.
Yeah.
Yes.
The glitter is.
Yes.
Thank you so
This is-
much.
Sir, can we have the recording of this webinar, sir?
Sir, it's live on YouTube. I have already shared the YouTube link. If you want, I'll reshare it.
Please
It will be
share
there
the
on the YouTube. Yeah.
Please share the YouTube link.
Thank you, everyone. Before we close today's webinar on the AI and bank audit, I would like to thank everyone, our Honorable President, Sir, Prasanna Kumar D, Sir, CA Mangesh Kendra, Vice President, Sir, CA Charanjot Singh Nanda, Chairman AI and ICI and immediate past President ICI, and CA Umesh Sharma Ji, Vice Chairman AI and ICI, and also our faculties for today, CA Anup Tabe Ji, CA Vishal Gandhi Ji, and CA Dhaval Kodikal Ji, for their insightful insights on this topic of the webinar, that is AI and bank audit. We will be coming with more webinars in the near future. Also, before we close, I would like to play the video again for our AI Innovation Summit 2026, which is going to be held at Bharat Mandapam, New Delhi on 26th and 27th of June 2026. The early bird discounts are going on till 31st of March 2026. So please make it a point to register for the same. And we look forward to see you there. Thank you so much. And we remain committed for much more such webinars and seminars and other initiatives of the AI committee. Thank you once again, and we close today's session. Thank you once again.
Sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for patient listening.
Thank you.
Done.
Thank you. Tech team, we can close the webinar.
Okay, sir. Thank you.